Hi, I'm an AI avatar created by physician lawyer Daniel Horowitz. Daniel wrote this, but he does not have the time create the video, so he uses me. Daniel hopes you find this content useful. I'm here to answer the question, what is a Medicare fraud lawyer? A Medicare fraud lawyer is a specialized healthcare attorney who handles legal cases involving improper billing, kickbacks, or false claims related to the Medicare program. These lawyers represent either healthcare providers facing federal investigations or whistleblowers reporting fraud through qui tam lawsuits under the False Claims Act. What does a Medicare fraud lawyer do? In defense, they represent doctors and hospitals during OIG audits, DOJ investigations, and criminal prosecutions for billing errors or upcoding. In whistleblower actions, they assist individuals in filing lawsuits to report Medicare overbilling in exchange for a percentage of the recovered funds. Regarding compliance, they advise healthcare entities on the anti-kickback statute and Stark law to prevent illegal referral schemes. They also negotiate with federal agencies like CMS, DOJ, and the OIG to settle overpayment demands and prevent exclusion from federal healthcare programs. Medicare fraud lawyers typically handle cases in one of two primary directions. The first is defending accused parties. Most commonly, these attorneys represent doctors, nurses, hospitals, clinics, billing companies, and other healthcare entities. We use the phrase providers to include medical groups as well as individual doctors with small to medium-sized practices. The cases lodged against smaller practices are often the most damaging, as the business usually shuts down or loses money during the investigation. Even when doctors win, they pay a huge financial price. It is usually not possible to win and then sue for damages, so be very wary of any attorney who promises that result. Common areas of fraud include phantom billing, which is submitting claims for services never rendered. This is a danger area for doctors because if patients don't remember a visit accurately, it can appear that a doctor overbilled. In a 2024 nationwide crackdown, individuals were charged for a $900 million scheme involving unnecessary wound grafts. Other areas include billing for medically unnecessary services, such as the $45 million settlement by Vora Wound Physicians in 2025, and kickbacks, like the $425 million Teva Pharmaceuticals settlement in 2024. Durable medical equipment fraud is also common. In early 2026, a Texas business owner was sentenced to 90 months in prison for a $59 million conspiracy involving kickbacks for unnecessary equipment. Why might an innocent person need a Medicare fraud lawyer? A provider might receive a demand letter or audit notice, or federal agents may show up with subpoenas and search warrants. There is no evidence of guilt necessary for this to happen. Warrants can be issued based on what other people claim is true, and the provider has no immediate chance to refute the claims. An experienced lawyer knows that statements made during the audit process will be used against the medical provider. When hiring a Medicare fraud lawyer, look for expertise in federal white-collar criminal defense and deep knowledge of healthcare regulations like the False Claims Act and Stark law. Hiring Daniel Horowitz to defend a Medicare fraud case brings the advantage of a high-stakes trial attorney with a reputation for aggressive, technically precise advocacy. Known for his no-stone-unturned approach, Horowitz specializes in navigating the intersection of complex federal regulations and criminal defense. His expertise is particularly valuable when a provider faces parallel proceedings, where an audit triggers simultaneous criminal indictments and threats to professional licensing. By focusing on dismantling the prosecution's evidence during the investigative phase, Horowitz aims to resolve allegations before they reach a public courtroom. For an initial consultation, call 925-283-1863